Hey everyone. It's so good to see everybody here today. I'm excited. So I like to just dig in. I am not a small talk person. I just want to help you guys, and you guys are here to learn how to become a booked out coach, and that is what I'm here to show you. And I am going to share my screen in 1 second. If you don't have something to write with, please go and grab something, and please know that I am giving you guys permission to screenshot anything that you feel might help you. And please go ahead and do that, because I will be building out lots of things for you in the slides so you can kind of see how you can get to that point of being booked out. So don't feel like you need to jot everything down. Screenshots are totally fine. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to dive right in, if that's okay with you guys. All right, how to become a booked out coach. We all want to be booked out, right? We want to have a calendar full of client calls. We want to be talking about, all of the client calls that we have, because we see everyone else talking about it. So we automatically think that we need that too. But as coaches, we know that it's important to have clients to help us build our business. So I have started my business 10 years ago, and I started before Instagram was even a thing. And I've learned how to book them in a hard way and in an easy way. And I'm going to show you how to do it in an easy way and simple way. If you have never been to a masterclass, I see some names in here that I am not familiar with, but I just want to introduce myself, because that's what we do when we meet new people. My name is Lindsay Maloney. I am a transformational business coach. I am located in North Dakota, in a very small town where I grew up. Actually, I grew up on a farm, and I live in my big city of 740 some people. I have 3 kids. I have been married to my husband for almost 12 years, and we've been together for many more than that. So basically, I help visionary coaches, which coaches I feel like are such beautiful visionaries, because they have all of the ideas, right? I help them create and scale their coaching businesses, because it's not enough to have a dream and an idea. We actually need a plan of action to make this happen for you. I was featured featured as #2 in the 100 best websites for solopreneurs. I have been in Forbes. I was featured in Forbes 3 times in 1 week. I actually have an article coming out in Forbes soon. Again, I am in the Forbes Coaches Council. I have a couple articles in Thrive Global, and I was featured in the Lady Boss blogger. I have been a coach for many years. I have a program called Standout Coaching Academy that is the one-stop shop for coaches. I have the Confident Coach Club, and I have the Book Your Dream Clients podcast. So you can see my direct vision is to help coaches. I live and breathe that. It's my passion. It is what I'm here to do, and I can't wait to show you guys just a little snippet of how I can help you today. So have you ever wondered how some coaches seem to book clients so easily and never seem to stress about an empty calendar? Have you ever wondered that? Or is it this? You feel like you're doing everything right, but something must be missing because you feel stuck. Like I've done everything. I have a website. I have social media. I have a calendar on my website. What am I doing wrong? Or maybe you feel like you're doing something wrong, or you missed something important. Like I've told the story before, and I think it's funny, but you might not. I think it is. But when I was little, I was sick one day, and we were just learning how to type. And we were in the 5th grade, so we started late here. So 5th grade for me was back in 1994 or 5, and I missed the day that we learned how to type the letter B. And when I came back to school, I was so shy. I would never ask a question. I would just figure it out myself. And everyone's typing all of their B sentences and doing all the B exercises. And I was like, what finger do we use to type the letter B? And I didn't want to ask because I can do it myself. So I just started typing with how I thought. Years later, I think my husband was watching me, or my brother, type something. And they're like, how are you typing the letter B? And I'm like, with my thumb. And maybe you guys type it with your thumb, but where I learned, that's not how you do it. And they were laughing at me, and I said, that's the day I missed. So I felt like everyone was doing something quicker and better than me, and I missed the day. And so I felt like I was missing a piece of the puzzle, and I was too stubborn to ask for help. So maybe you can relate to that, or you just think I'm crazy, but I still type it wrong. So there's good news though. You might feel like you've been lost all up to this point, but you actually have everything you need right now. You're here for a reason. You absolutely are. And you're not doing anything wrong. Rest assured, you are doing everything the way you're supposed to be doing it. And you are with me right now for a reason. You are with me because you chose to be, and you know that I'm going to teach you something. So just just relax and don't get down on yourself. Don't feel like you've been doing things wrong for forever. Don't feel like this is going to be too hard. I am the queen of making things easy and simple. I can break things down into the tiniest little task. I can do this. Just watch. I will help you. Okay, so does this sound like you? You want a successful business, but you don't subscribe to the hustle mentality. Even the coffee cups that say hustle on them, I'm like, oh no, don't do that. Don't drink the hustle Kool-Aid. You don't need to hustle because it's not sustainable, especially for women, especially for mothers. You can't subscribe to the same strategy that, I'm sorry, but a man is telling us to do when they are not at home taking care of their kids and trying to maintain a household and probably work another job, raise their babies, do all those things. You can't work an 18-hour day. You should not. You might be able to for a week or two, but it's your family's not going to appreciate it. Your sanity isn't going to appreciate it, and your business isn't going to appreciate it. When I was listening to a lot of masculine marketing tactics, I felt so like this is never going to work for me because I don't want to do any of those things. I don't want to go live every single day. I don't want to work when my kids go to bed and before they get up. I don't want to work through supper time. I don't want to bring my laptop with me everywhere I go. I don't want that lifestyle. That's not why I signed up for this. I already have a full-time job. I don't want another one, right? But I knew that I wanted something, but I needed to make it work. You know, as babies come into my life and I'm taking care of these human beings just like you are and yourself, you can't have this business where you love the hustle, because the hustle is going to create burnout. Unless you can invest in this gigantic team to carry you, it's not going to work. And I hope I'm not busting your bubble. This should give you hope. It should give you hope that you can actually do this on a couple of hours a day. I have 3 kids, 10, 6, and 3. I have no more nap times left. Nobody naps anymore, but I built my business on nap times. I did that on nap times, and I have the same schedule as I did when I just had one baby. Okay. So hustle mentality does not apply. So maybe you are this type of person. You're tired of doing this on your own and your computer is full of free PDFs. I've been there, not to mention all of the notebooks and binders surrounding you. You probably listen to a bunch of podcasts every single day. You're easily inspired. You're always writing down all these amazing ideas and you're printing. You're always buying ink. You guys, I have binders in my basement full of all the free PDFs that I downloaded throughout the years. They're like trophies. Like, this helped me do nothing until I started investing in my business. That's when I stopped downloading the free stuff. And that's when I started to actually create results. I always say, are you attending webinars like it's your full-time job? You're here today. This could be your last webinar that you attend. You don't need to do this anymore. You don't need to do this right now. Instead of sitting here with me, you should be working on inspired action to get those clients into your business. You should have a plan. You should have a plan of learning every single day and taking action. And that's what happens when you actually adapt to that mindset. Instead of, you can be a student, but you also need to be a teacher. You need to be both. You can be both. Okay. You're a coach, you want to be a teacher, but we need to have that combination. You're tired of looking at your empty calendar and you're so ready to coach and work with your dream clients. I've had a student say that to me once. I'm so ready to coach. And I believed her. I knew she was ready to coach. I'm like, then go through the program. You can do this. And like, she's doing amazing things now. She's working with clients all of the time. You have that hunger to get on a call with somebody and coach them through whatever they need coaching for. And you know you can do it if somebody would just give you a chance, right? That's what you feel like. If somebody would just give me one chance, then I could make this happen. So here's what you will learn today. Number one, I can drink cold coffee like nobody's business. The number one platform for coaches right now that I recommend you use for organic growth, which means free, notoriety, and connection, what to actually post and how to create a custom plan that works for you, and how often to post and where. Hashtag this will be easy. So for me, it's Instagram. That's what's helped me. So it might not be that for you, but you can still use these same strategies and apply them to wherever your clients are hanging out if you already know that. But I love to dig into Instagram. But just know that if you have an audience that's not there, totally stay, because this applies wherever. Content creation, how to create a content medium for providing value your audience will love. Number two, how to create binge-worthy content. And number three, how free content will build your list for free, yay, and then fill it up with high quality leads. Notice that nothing here is like, hey, if you invest $5 a day in Facebook ads, your life will be different. None of this involves any of that. That's not how I built my business. And I stick with the foundation of how I got to where I am. And that's what I teach. How to book clients. Of course, we want to know how to book clients. What do you need to actually book clients on autopilot? How to get discovery call applications in your inbox every day. And then why you need to create a system that will act like your own personal sales team. You don't need to hire a team to help you build your business. Lots of people would say, Lindsay, you're so wrong, but I am not wrong because I've done it and I show you guys how to do it too. I will argue with lots of things because I can prove them wrong. You just don't need all of the shiny bells and whistles. And I think those people who keep preaching all of the shiny bells and whistles stuff have the shiny bells and whistles. So then you go buy their shiny bells and whistles, but you guys can actually do this yourself. Okay, before we dig in, I want to share something with you. This is me 10 years ago before Instagram even existed. I just had one baby at the time. I had lost 90 pounds after having my first baby. And everyone was always asking me how I did it. And I was like, well, I just stopped eating everything and I exercised. So such a crazy combination, right? Who'd have thought that that is how you do it? And so I trained for a half marathon. I ran 6 half marathons in like 6 months. I really wish I would do that now, but I hate running now. I think I ran too much. I can't stand it anymore. But 10 years ago, I was such a runner. This is a picture of me before my first half marathon. And I made my husband take it very early in the morning at the hotel before I left. But I was literally blogging once a day, sharing what I was eating every day, and nobody was looking at it. I think my mom might have a couple of times, but I thought that if I just keep doing this, if I just keep blogging every day, then somebody will notice me and want to work with me and like ask me how they can pay me. I had nothing set up. I wasn't doing anything on social media. I thought my blog would do all the magic, which was so very wrong. Maybe you can relate. I struggled with balancing my work and family life, and I only had one kid at the time. I really struggled, and my coaching identity, I didn't know who I wanted to be. I went from being a health coach to a business coach who helped people start their online business. Well, what kind of online business, Lindsay? An Etsy business, a digital marketing business? Not specific at all, because I had no idea what I was doing. This picture, this very, very poor quality picture, was taken more than 10 years ago after we got back from another doctor appointment. When Maddox was born, he was super sick for the first year of his life, and I had to really focus on just taking care of my baby, of course. So this was taken, I remember this so well, like it was just this morning. We just got back. I had to take him to a lab every single Friday to do blood work, and doing blood work on a baby is, not fun. And it was like an hour drive there, hour drive back. It was just like, oh my gosh, is this going to be my life? And it just felt like so heavy, but it felt like this is where I needed to be right now. I didn't know what was ahead of me, what was ahead of us. I just always trusted that everything will work out, and it has. So my mom took this picture that he loved being held like that. And then of course, if I could be close to those little feet, then I loved it. Not so much now. 10-year-old toes aren't as cute as 1-year-old toes. But I did struggle with social media back then. We had Facebook groups, right? We didn't have Instagram. We didn't have all of the things that we do now, which makes it even harder for you guys if you're just starting, because there's so many things to do. And we just had one thing and we didn't know what to do. We had no strategy whatsoever. I wasn't sure where I should show up and how often. This was back when you had to request access to Pinterest. Like you had to wait like 2 weeks to even get on Pinterest. So did you even know that that was a thing? My friend had texted me, or no, she emailed me and said, there's this new site called Pinterest, and to get on, you have to request access. I'm like, ooh, sounds very special. So I did, and I waited like at least a week or two until I could actually get in. And I had no idea what was I supposed to do here, just like find things that I wanted to eat. I don't know. But there was not the choices that you guys have right now. And I was overwhelmed with just those one or two. And I still didn't know how to show up. Do I show up on my personal page, my business page, a Facebook group? What should I do? I had no idea. I was spending a ton of money or a ton of time behind the computer doing things that I thought would get me health coaching clients. And I was not getting health coaching clients. So I just started investing in learning new things about health and getting certified and all of the busy work to basically keep me distracted from actually doing what I'm supposed to. So I kept adding things to my plate, thinking that, the more things I try, something's bound to work, right? But I started to get really frustrated with my lack of growth, and I knew things had to change. So I had to have this big moment where I needed to figure this out or quit. I finally started to figure it out, though. It doesn't have to be hard. It was really hard. And I thought, why did I create something that felt so difficult and so draining? Like, that's crazy. Why was I being my own worst boss? And I needed to simplify. I needed to do something about it. So I completely wiped my plate clean and simplified my business. But this took me 5 years to get to this point, guys. Once I did this, and I got a coach immediately. Like, I cleared my plate and I put my vegetables on the plate, and I was like, I'm just going to work with the vegetables. And I got a coach and I went for it. I immediately started attracting my dream clients and then students without even having to try. And then I instantly knew that I was doing my life's work, coaching. Of course, my biggest thing is being a mom, but being a coach and working with students and members and clients every day, I could just do it every single minute if I could. It makes me so happy. So now today I am running a 6-figure coaching business from a very small town. Still working my full-time job because it's easy for me and it's fine. I love it. I work with incredible women every single day, feeling 100% confident in what I have to offer. And the most important thing is I feel 100% aligned with what I do. I don't question anything. I know that I am taken care of, and I know that every day God puts little gifts ahead of me, and it's just been so amazing following that breadcrumb trail of, just all these different blessings every day. I started to attract my dream clients and students without having to try. So this is Angelica. Angelica is amazing. Angelica is in Florida. She is a branding coach, and she just works magic. Angelica said, I get normally between 5 to 10 applications a week. I use the methods taught in Soca Works Like Magic. So imagine that feeling. How can I get maybe you're not even getting 1 application a week, but 5 to 10 applications a week? I was like, whoa. She just posted this in the Soca Facebook group a couple of weeks ago. And we were talking about applications and having a discussion about it. She's like, yeah, I normally get like 5 to 10 applications. And I said, what are you doing? And she said, I'm just following Soca. I'm like, that's amazing. Can I use that to put in the webinar? Because that's huge proof that what I teach works. And you guys, she just, started doing this a year ago. And we started working with each other maybe 5 months ago. And she just is a powerhouse. She's amazing. She loves to learn, which is important, and she loves to take action, and that's important. We can't just learn all the time. We have to take action. So imagine that feeling, getting 5 to 10 applications in your inbox every single week with people who want to work with you, and you literally having to either put a wait list on your website because you're booked out, or you have to raise your prices because you can't you mean we only have so many hours in the day, right? We can't, it's harder to scale with clients. So your choices are wait list it or raise your prices. I raise my prices. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how do I do this? How do I get started? Because that's exciting, 5 to 10 apps every week. That's so cool. Social media. So my favorite platform for me is Instagram. I love Instagram so very much. It's just kind of where I find a lot of my students, members, and clients, and I just kind of wanted to show you guys how I do that, how this can all work together for you. Again, please know that you can apply the same strategy to whatever social media platform works best for you. So what to post? So I am all over the place when it comes to posting, and it works out really well. So back in the day, we really had to focus on having that really clean, beautiful, consistent aesthetic of our feed, right? That does not apply anymore. As you can see, I can go from sharing a picture of balloons to an Austin Powers meme to a picture of my podcast to an infographic. And it works really good, you guys. I love this strategy because it's easier and it's fun. If you want to go see what my Instagram post on my feed looks like right now, just go to Lindsay_Maloney and find it, because I love having just all kinds of variety in there. But the main strategy behind all of these things, it's not just me doing random things. It's me showing you guys what I think is funny, what I enjoy, what I believe, what I teach, and so forth. It's a variety, which is you. You are more than your business. You are more than being a mom or, you know, a daughter or whatever you identify as. There's more pieces to you, and allowing yourself and giving yourself permission to share that with your audience, that really pulls people in then way more than some fancy, you know, stock photo, which has their place, but you don't have to fill your feed up with them anymore. Can make it really easy. So just know that, you know, not all of these are mine. I share a lot of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these are mine. 5 of these are mine. So I will give tips. I will share things about Standout Coaching Academy, the Confident Coach Club, client work. I do all kinds of things. And I have I've been really intentional with my strategy with this lately, and it has been working out really well. I like to share things about introverts because I am a huge introvert, and I get a lot of people who love that stuff because they identify with it. Then I can see, okay, I have a lot of introverts following me and they can relate, and then people feel more connected with me. So it's more than just me throwing stuff out there. There is lots of intention with each thing, even if it's a meme. But how often should we post? And this changes, you guys. Right now, I am posting twice a day because I have a strategy, and I'm actually going to do a bonus for my Confident Coach Club members and Standout Coaching Academy students, showing them exactly how I plan out my Instagram and how I get between 1 to 200 new followers every single month without really having to do anything. That's coming. Because this strategy that I've created has been the most easiest strategy that I've ever done over all of the years that I've been doing this. So just know that if you're a part of my world, that's coming to you. And that's not anywhere else except me just saying. So just know that. How often do you post? It's not as much as how often, it's being consistent. So don't just like post whenever you feel like it. I think that being consistent feels good for people. It feels good to know that I know that you're going to show up today, right? Think about it. It feels good to know that you're going to show up today. That goes very deep. And through everything that we've all gone through in the past 6 months, I've had so many people reach out to me saying, I just wanted to say that it feels really good to know that I can count on you posting every day. And I thought, you know, sometimes you wonder, like, should I post or whatever? And I think yes, because I crave normalcy and I crave consistency. So I know there's people who crave that too, and I'm going to be that person for them. And so I keep doing what I'm doing to keep my sanity and obviously to help others. So I think that's really important. Okay, messy social proof. I got my first coaching client. It took a lot of mindset shifts to get to this point. I started working with Lindsay last July. I was not open to one-on-one coaching until recently. So important. I remember talking to a client and student. She just wasn't sure about one-on-ones. And I thought, okay, well, you'll get there. And then look she got her first coaching client. And now I get Voxers from her all the time with all of her amusing wins. Then we have another one. I set the intention to sell 3 spots to my healing and just sold 2 in my intuitive energy and soul healing, which means that since launching, I've sold 3 spots, which is awesome. When we're starting to go from clients to filling out a program, all of those things, filling those seats is really such a powerful thing to do, especially when you might be working with clients and you want to scale to a group program. We help you do all of that, and I love sharing these wins to show you what is possible for you. Another one, wanted to share a win. I did a low-key launch. I love low-key launches. At the end of June, and set a goal for 5 to 8 founding members. All founding member spots were filled. You literally, it seems like you just have to set an intention and like it'll all just come into place. I love seeing all these things happen. And I love when students come to me and say, I kind of did a thing and it worked. I love that. I love when they test things out and make what I teach, make it their own, because that's when the magic happens. This might be a baby win for some, but this is the biggest number I've ever added to my list. 37 over the weekend through Pinterest, 50 in July alone. Pinterest is so powerful for a business. 37 and 50 in a month for free. That's huge. That's like $100, 100 to 250 at least in ads. So this is very powerful. Landing pages. Okay. So when we think about our social media platform, we think about where we don't want people just to hang out on our platform, on our Facebook or Instagram or whatever. We want them to go somewhere. So if I can go back to my Instagram, you can see that I have this little nifty link here. I don't use Linktree. I don't use any of those third-party things. I don't like those. I want you to create a click page on your website. If you want an example, go to lindsaymaloney.com/click and create your own click page. Because when people go there, they're going to see all of your main things. And when they see all of your main buttons, it's just like a Linktree, but it's on your actual home turf. They're going to see that they can sign up for a freebie, which is important because that's how we make this whole process start. So for this example, I wanted to show you what this actual landing page looks like. This is one of my landing pages. I keep my landing pages very simple and they work really well. They convert between 60 and 80%. You literally just need a title, an exciting, like, oh, you're gonna love this, or you need this. You can do some bullet points, you can do a little explanation, and then you need a button. That's all you need, okay? So once you have that, then you're gonna see all the ways that we can build this out. So think of it like this. So I can grab. So if we have, like, this is our landing page. So we need to drive traffic to the landing page. And our first one right here, this is Pinterest. So Pinterest right here, this is an image directing to this landing page, okay? So it's very similar branding, right? 10 ways to book your dream clients, very similar. So they're not thrown off when they get there. We have some copy in here, 10 tips to help you book dream clients for your online small business. We have some hashtags in here. And then once people click on this pin, they're brought to the landing page, right? Another way we can point traffic to this landing page is through an Instagram post. So this was just an Instagram image that we created talking about every single day I get to work with my dream clients, and the same is possible for you. If you're struggling with booking clients, blah, blah, blah. So they can see this post, they will like it, and they will go to my click page on my Instagram profile and be brought to the landing page, again, for free. All right, so I also will post things in Facebook group, Facebook page. I will just say I have a brand new freebie for you. Here's the link, and then boom, 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 boom. People will download it. And again, it takes me sharing that landing page link and they're on my list. Okay. Are you with me so far? So in Social Media Savvy, one of the bonus trainings you get when you join Standout Coaching Academy, you get all of the Instagram growth trainings that your heart could possibly desire. Plus that other one that I was just talking about, that's coming down the pike. So Instagram 101, how to post on Instagram, hashtags, how to grow your account, how to create an Insta story ad, Coach's Instagram strategy book, how to book clients with Instagram, amazing at Insta, IGTV, all of the things. It's right here. This is just a bonus course that you get when you join Standout Coaching Academy. Those Pinterest strategies and all of those things, those are also in Social Media Savvy. A lot of students will join Soca just to get Social Media Savvy, which is funny. Content creation, choosing a medium. Where did my image go? Okay, so we need to choose one thing, okay? What's a content medium? It's a way to connect with people. It's either through blogging, video, or podcasting, right? So we need one of those to connect, right? So if we decide we want to be a blogger, then we need to just not talk about ourselves. We need to teach something and give people a transformation through our posts. But then we also need to optimize that blog post into something that will grow our list again, will bring them to a landing page. Example, keyword-rich title, how to create freebies and explode your list. I also have a Pinterest graphic in my blog post because I know that when people want to save something for the future, I want to be able to give them an image that Pinterest would like, which is those rectangle shapes, right? And then they can easily pin it. This pin is also on Pinterest that leads to this blog post. See how everything just kind of ties in together? Then in your blog post, you can have some intro text and then of course that call to action button and then further, copy down below. But here is their call to action. Like, this is how you get paid for blogging. This is how you get paid via email subscribers. Because we can't just put out blog posts and then not take them anywhere else. We always have to keep the ball rolling. So how can you keep a blog post rolling? Content upgrades. This one right here, this is how to create freebies and explode your list. This freebie is the same title as the blog post, which is totally fine. But I could talk about email marketing and put this freebie inside of a billion other blog posts because they're going to get education through the blog post and then upgrade that experience by downloading my freebie, okay? Content creation, choosing a medium. What about if you want to start podcasting? Well, I have a podcast, the Book Your Dream Clients podcast. And I feature not only myself on it, but also amazing other female entrepreneurs. And so I like to fill in the gaps with things that maybe I'm not as, as skilled in or whatever. I just like to give a variety. But I go deeper. I don't just put out a podcast. I actually optimize my podcast episodes by doing a call to action button. We write out our show notes. We've started transcribing them and putting them inside. But we have calls to action. So if people listen to our podcast, if they listen till the end, they will see that they are asked to go download a freebie. If they read the podcast episode on my site, they can grab the workbook here. I'm always bringing people somewhere. I'm always getting paid in some way or some way or another by email subscribers or Facebook group members who will be future students and clients. Okay, super important. I always take people on an adventure. Okay, inside Standout Coaching Academy for like, I kind of want to start a podcast. We actually have a training in there called Start Your Podcast. And you guys can grab that. Our program has so many new podcasters that have started inside Standout Coaching Academy. It's so fun. And it's kind of like if you guys need reviews for your podcast, you just put a call out and everyone will go and review it for you. Such a supportive community. So many podcasts have been birthed inside Standout Coaching Academy. Okay, video. Who wants to have video as their content medium? So if I want to do a video, I'll go live in my Facebook group and talk to my group, and I'll probably recycle the audio and use it as a podcast and probably pop it up on YouTube. I'm not a YouTube expert, but putting your stuff out there on YouTube is going to bring in and open up another door for traffic, okay? But it's important to have calls to actions in your notes. So when people watch your videos, they can click out of the video, get in your group, download your freebie, all of those things, okay? IGTV, I have a lot of IGTV videos on my Instagram. I used to do them quite a bit last year. And it just kind of shows my audience that I love to talk about all things related to coaching businesses. So if they want to go in and dig in, we have a lot of podcast episodes on there. I think it's important just to fill in where you can to show that you are there. You know, because people, when they want to start working with you and they can't find you on Facebook or Instagram, they're going to wonder, well, how is she going to help me do this for myself if she isn't doing it for herself? Okay. So a simplified process to book clients. So we have that coaching funnel. Remember this landing page that we just talked about a minute ago? Remember that? And we saw how all that traffic was sending right to the landing page. We saw Pinterest coming, we saw Instagram coming, we saw Facebook coming, we saw YouTube videos, podcast episodes, all sending traffic to this landing page. So when that person signs up for that freebie, if you build a funnel, pop that new subscriber in. This is just a screenshot of one of the funnels that I had used. All those new people are going to go through a coaching funnel with a call to action to apply to work with you. This is set up automatically. You do the work up front, and then it will work in your favor along the way. So important. So you can literally be getting those discovery call applications in while you're doing other things. Okay, here's another process. Are you guys with me so far? Limited time discovery calls. This, you guys, is how Angelica is getting her 5 to 10 apps a week. This is exactly what it is. So basically, they are downloading her freebie, okay? Then the minute they hit submit, after they put their email address in, they are brought to a thank you page. And it has a nifty 5-minute timer. And it says, wait, want a free strategy session with me? For the next 5 minutes, I'm offering you a chance to apply for a free 15-minute strategy session with me. Click the button below to start. So they're like, ooh, I only have 5 minutes. I better move fast. And then they click here, and then they apply for that session. They are not going to a calendar link. You are not wasting your time on tire kickers and people who have no intention of working with you. You are making them go through an application process. If they don't want to do this, they can still move forward. They can join your Facebook group. They can buy, if you have like a small priced ebook or whatever, you can still take them somewhere if they're not ready for this if they're not ready for that strategy call. This works so well, you guys. I don't even use it because I don't have the bandwidth to use it because it works so well. We give you guys this actual template inside Standout Coaching Academy, and then all the bits and pieces on how to make this happen for you. Okay. I am losing my voice. I have been talking for 4 hours today. Evergreen webinar funnel. Here's another way. This is a very high level way to get clients onto your calendar. So an evergreen webinar funnel is super fun because if you like doing webinars, I love doing webinars. I could do them every day. I have a webinar that I use with a call to action to apply. Have you seen those? Those aren't out very much, right? I show you guys how to do that because it works really good. So in a webinar for a pitch for an application, you're not asking for money, which makes people feel good because sometimes they're like, I feel weird asking for money. I haven't done a lot of webinars. What if you did a webinar that said, okay, this sounded amazing, right? I helped you for an hour. Now here's what your next step is. Your next step is to apply to work with me so we can take this to another level. You literally give them the instructions on how to apply and then let them make their decision. It works like a charm. So this is fun. I think my evergreen webinars maybe like 45 minutes-ish. It doesn't have to be an hour. You don't even have to do it live. You can literally just record it in your office and set it up. We give you the templates to make this happen, and then we're giving them some time constraints. We want you to take action. You want to make changes in your life? Well, here, I just gave you a webinar, so now I'm giving you the chance to respond back with you working with me, okay? So this is one page here. This is like the landing page for them to sign up. And then they're brought directly to this page. This is already loaded. They can literally hit play the minute after they sign up to watch it. This works really good because they can see you, they can hear you, they can see your teaching style, which does so much more work in place of you having to do all this live stuff, right? Because I know that I don't have time to go live on Instagram every day or Facebook. I just don't, and I don't really want to. So if I can let a webinar do the work for me, I'm going to set it up. So I should show you guys how to do that. I've done hundreds and hundreds of webinars. Inside Standout Coaching Academy, we show you how to do all of those things. You are not left to do anything by yourself. I walk you through every step of the way. And in our serve phase, that's where we set up that Evergreen client webinar. That's where we set up the limited time discovery call strategy. That's where you grab your templates. That's where you grab everything, plus many other things to help you, okay? So to recap, today you learned that you need to show up on social media in your own special way. You need to have content that drives people to your free stuff so people can get through your funnel. And you also learned that you can book clients by creating an evergreen webinar. You came to this class because you want a successful coaching business, but you don't subscribe to the hustle mentality, right? You're tired of looking at your empty calendar and you're ready to coach and work with your dream clients. You're tired of doing this on your own and your computer is full of PDFs collecting dust and you're ready to actually make something happen. So it's time for you to experience what it's like to work with your dream clients. They're waiting for you. There's billions of people in this world. Everyone has their own audience ready to work with them. It's our job to clear the space for them to find us. I want you to stop doubting yourself. I want you to stop like, well, I got some good tips here, but I'm still going to try and figure it out on my own. I want you to stop doubting that the things that you invest in won't work for you. I get it. I get it that it's scary to invest in something because it might not work. But what if it did? What would that mean for you if you actually invested in yourself and it worked? Imagine what that would do for your life, for your family, for your business, for your clients who are waiting for you. They're just waiting for you guys. I want you to step into your own power and shine your light with the guidance of a complete step-by-step, beautiful system. Nothing I've shared with you is theory or ideas. My clients have done the work. I've done the work. And we all work with people who inspire us, and we just honestly love our clients. I don't have any special advantages or skills. I don't live in a hot spot of the world. I don't work on the beach with my laptop. I just knew that I was meant to do this, and I just kept following and trusting the process. And I also have a really good system that works. I've learned from the best in the business, and if I can do this, you can too. Introducing the best coaching program ever, Standout Coaching Academy. I love this glamour shot of my program that I created over 2 years ago to help coaches just like you start and scale your coaching business. So there's a lot in front of you right now, and I want to just dig into each one to show you what you're going to get. But first, we have an amazing testimonial from Michelle. She said, I booked my first client and I have so much clarity on what to do and what I should do to continue growing my business. So if you want to go find Michelle, find her at hellowwholeness.co. She's doing amazing things. She joined Soca over 2 years ago. And I'm going to tell you guys how long these people have been in Soca because there's something important that you need to know. So inside Standout Coaching Academy, you get access to everything for free. Well, not for free, for life, for free. Of course you get it. So you get a bonus bundle worth over $2,000. You're going to get one free coaching session with me. That's the free thing. You're going to get lifetime access. And here's how we stand out. We offer twice monthly group coaching calls for life. There is no expiration date on your success. Just because everyone else is doing their timelined programs, I've been in there. I've invested in the 5-figure programs, masterminds, and once your time is up, they kick you out. They even take your program materials that you paid for. They take it away from you if you don't sign up again, which blows my mind. And I feel like that's like illegal. We paid for it. and then they take it away. I do not do that. You guys pay for your program, you have it for life, and you have every right to come on a coaching call with us. So whether you joined today or you joined a year ago or 2 years ago, you can go onto the coaching calls. You can get help. You don't have to feel like you have to keep searching for new coaches to learn from all the time. I think that is so wrong and a horrible way to build your business. Just find a coach that you feel aligned with and then stick with them. But I'm not going to sit there and tell you like you need to keep paying for Standout Coaching Academy when you already did. Like, here's the program. Take it, learn from it, get support. And that's why I'm so passionate about giving you guys those twice monthly group calls. So passionate about that. We do an evening call and we have a morning call. So we have lots of international students, so you're able to attend one of those at least. And if you have a question that you can't show up to the call to get the answer to live, I will answer it for you on the call, and then you can just watch the recording. We also have 2 years worth of coaching calls you can go and listen to, which is an incredible value in itself. The private Facebook group is amazing, full of coaches who are doing the exact same things you guys are. All of the trainings to start and scale. You don't need anything else to do. There's no like, oh, now you need to go into this program. You will have everything that you need. You literally do. Access to Feedback Friday. So every single Friday, I go live inside the Facebook group and I will review anything that you need feedback over. So like, for example, yesterday, I reviewed 2 different webinars live inside the group and gave my feedback. I will give feedback on webinars, Instagram profiles, sales pages, landing pages, whatever you need a second set of eyeballs on, I got you. Also, you get access to our money block clearing sessions. We did a recording and you can get this. I am also a rapid transformational therapy practitioner. I have treated lots of clients with their money blocks, so I recorded a recording for you guys so you can go ahead and do that. People like to do it every quarter just to refresh themselves. You can do it as needed. Access to past group coaching calls, the Soca textbook. This was one big pain point that I have and still have as I go through coaching programs. I get in and I see all these different PDFs that I gotta download. Go into module 1, download the PDF. Module 2, download the PDF. That drives me insane. And so 2 years ago, maybe a little bit less than that, I merged all of our textbooks together and our workbooks together, and I created one textbook, just one. And so you can download all of the PDFs combined together in a nice textbook, and you can go ahead and print it out, or just go through it digitally. Or let me grab this if I can. We have an option to actually get the textbook shipped to you. That's inside a module. I'm not going to dig into that now, but that is an option. We will literally ship you a workbook. It's just called Upgrading Your Experience in Soca. But so that's there for you too. If you're like, I'm obsessed with workbooks, then we have that. Not necessary, but just know that that's available to you. So you probably read those testimonials that are in front of you. People love this program. It works for everybody if you're willing to do the work. There's a lot of work inside, but there's way more support than you could ever ask for. So we go through Soca in 3 different phases. Inside phase 1, that's the set phase where you're setting up your coaching business. We go into from mindset to setting up all of the tools and systems we need to make our coaching business run as smooth as possible. Then we dive into the serve phase where you're actually where you're serving your clients. You're creating those things that we talked about in the webinar, the Evergreen funnel, the masterclass to get clients in automatically, and tons of other strategies that you can have in place. Because, for instance, I did a study for the Confident Coach Club members on how I booked my last 6 clients, and every single client came in through a different doorway. If we only have one door for our clients to come in to work with us, our chances are less than if we have more doors, obviously, right? So I've created so many doorways for clients to find me, and they're all inside. If they work really well for me, I will create a module and show you guys. I'm always testing things out, and once I can get it tested and it starts working and I like it, I will put in a new module in there for you guys. So I'm always thinking and always doing new things for you. inside the scale your business phase, this is after you've like, okay, I have worked with plenty of clients and I'm ready to scale and I want to create a group coaching program. Then that's where we dive into the good stuff. And I mean, I love serving clients and helping you guys do that. But when you guys go into the scale phase, it makes me so excited because that means you're going to be working even less on your business and you're going to be working with more people. Think about it. If you're working with clients all the time, you have to be sitting there on those Zoom calls all of the time, right? But what if you created a program that you're working with many in the same time you would work with one client? Pretty crazy, right? Like, for example, today we had a Confident Coach Club member call, and we had, I think, 6 or 7 members on the call. And then this morning I had a client call. But if I would have had all of those members spread out into one call, that would mean 7 hours of me on the phone. And instead of doing that, I've scaled my business from, working one-on-one. I created a group coaching program, then I created my membership because I can work with more people. I can impact more people, but I don't get that experience on what those people need if I don't work with clients. That's why I recommend 100% hands down, work with clients first before you start diving into the group program and scaling. And I teach you how to do all of that and how to launch. So everyone wants to know, do you teach me how to launch it? Yes, I do. I have lots of launch methods for you. And the bonuses are hot. We have all kinds of bonuses. We have the money block clearing bonus, a Facebook ad essentials. I just upgraded that last week. We have a social media savvy. That's where you find all the social media trainings from Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook, how to grow and plan out all those channels. Here, I also give you the original version of Love to Launch, which was a $1,000 program. A couple of years ago, it's helped many students and clients launch their group programs out into the earth and continue to grow their businesses with them. We have list building mania. So if you have no idea how to even create a content plan or your content medium, how to choose it, and then create a strategy. So we help you choose between a blog, podcast, or video, and then we create a great plan for you so you know what you're doing months ahead, and you can create a very consistent way to create all of that good stuff and build your list while you're at it. If you don't even have a website, I have 2 versions of the Blog Accelerator that I'm giving you guys. I have a Squarespace obsession. When I used to freelance years ago, I had designed many Squarespace websites. And so I created 2 different trainings for you to go ahead and create your own Squarespace website with the Blog Accelerator. So you have that for free. You will also get the Good at Tech training. So if you have questions about any of the systems and programs that I recommend, you can go to the Good at Tech portal inside Teachable and find a screen tutorial on how to get through that hurdle that you're going through. Just for example, the other day I had a student ask, how do I create a webinar in Zoom? And so I just went in and created a training and loaded it in for her. So it's an ever-growing portal of trainings, of tech trainings. Then the Dream Client Attraction Project was just added last month. So if you want to know how to get really intentional with your day, what to do every single day, I show you how to break that down and then create a project inside your project management system so you can sit down every single day and know what you're supposed to do to grow your business. I know that so many of us will just sit here and think, oh, well, I'll check my email, then I'll go over to Facebook, and then I will go over here, and then pretty soon it's time for dinner and you have nothing done. So I want you to attract your dream clients. So I created a attraction project for you to create it and make it your own and actually stick to something that will help you push your business forward and attract your dream clients. And then I also created Sales Page Anatomy. So if you need help creating your sales page for your one-on-one package and for your group program when that comes, I have a plug and play template to help you do just that. Plus, you're going to get those 40 trainings and workbooks, 40 plus trainings and workbooks. You're going to get that one-on-one session with me. You can use it whenever. There's no expiration date on it. And you're going to get a group coaching calls for life. You're going to get that private Facebook group and Feedback Friday. You guys get so much inside Standout Coaching Academy. So how much is this, you ask? The total value of Standout Coaching Academy with all the trainings, the templates, the community resources, the guides, everything. This is a $10,000 program and growing. This is 2.5 years of amazingness, you guys. But it's not going to cost you that today, not even close. You can just join us now for $67 today, and then 17 payments of $67 to follow. We have an 18-month payment plan set up, ready to go for you. Or you can pay in full and save over $200. So you can choose that 18-month payment plan. There's also a 12-month. But we wanted to make it as easy as possible for you to actually grow and start and grow your business. And I know sometimes it's like, well, if I want to start a business and I don't have $10,000 to get a coach, how am I supposed to grow it if I don't, what comes first, the chicken or the egg, right? So this is literally your one-stop shop. You don't need to go anywhere else to get the things that you need to start and scale in a step-by-step manner, plus group coaching from me. You guys, this is, I wish I would have had this 10 years ago. I would have been so much farther along. I did this by myself for way too long. I created this program on a weekend camping trip in my notebook, and I was so afraid to put it out there for years because I thought, what if nobody wants it? What if like nobody can see how powerful this is? Well, I wish I would have acted sooner than what I did. But you know what? This is 2.5 years old. This is such a great and rich program. You're going to love it the minute you step in. So your next steps, I want you to click the link below, but you're just going to go to standoutcoachingacademy.com and you're going to enroll and you're going to join us. You're going to pick your payment plan. You will immediately get access to all the things you see right in front of you. The set phase, the serve phase, the scale your business, the money block clearing. You can put all the group coaching calls in your calendar. You can start feeling like you just up-leveled in a major way. You're working with a coach who has years of experience, other coaches who have years of experience, who know this program, who come back to it every time. And you're going to get access to all of those bonuses. Everything is yours it could be in 1 minute if you want. So enroll now to actually get that one-on-one session with me, to get that link to book that. You can even upgrade your experience and get that textbook mailed to you. You can grab all of this right now. Okay, so you're just going to go to standoutcoachingacademy.com and I'll show you guys how to do it. If you guys have questions, please pop them in the chat box. But usually I will answer a lot of them in my email. So you can just go to hello@lindsaymaloney.com and I will chat with you there. Please join us if you feel called to do so. I can't wait to see you inside and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself and I'll see you inside Standout Coaching Academy.